Oakland Field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the Houston Cougars. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, I checked in with the Cougars head coach pregame. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
Looking to pass, it's Wegman. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. They'll need a bunch on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Look out! They're working that left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Sells the fake. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
Touchdown, Cougars! Fit it in the window for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Baylor Bears offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes DJ Lagway. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Run inside. It's Turner. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Under pressure. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Throwing, Lagway. The short hands, it's Freeman. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Calls it in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Straight ahead, it's Turner. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Lagway to pass. Right side, it's Livingston. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass again. Rush right in his face. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Baylor!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wigman. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dragged down.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Walker. On the move at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Houston going up tempo. On the run, it's Hughes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick give. It's Turner. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Handoff to the single back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. Got room on the return. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hits inside. It's Turner. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guarantee.
He's loose. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Lagway. Catch in the middle. It's Freeman. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Bears are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Lagway. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Trying to establish the run. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun on third down, Lagway fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Handoff to the lone back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Baylor. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Snags it, and he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. The play fake. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
There's an example of going to your tight end on 3rd down. You don't quite have to throw to the sticks with him because he can make somebody miss and then go do the rest of the work himself. Really nice individual effort that time by the big fella.
Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Walker. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Livingston. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out wide left, it's Brown. He's out past the 35. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play fake Lagway. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That's reeled in, it's Brown. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their 1st. Lagway on the play action. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the back in the middle. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 7 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Georgia on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, the Bears head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defense.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Hughes. Breaks the tackle.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Thomas. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. And at this point on the field, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Houston.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Flagway wants to throw. Right side, it's Brown. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Moving the pocket, it's Flagway. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st. Can hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Give to the single back. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Handoff again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the middle. Left side, it's Brown. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here comes the heat. Got his man. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires left. Just barely got rid of it.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Brown. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And he's in! Touchdown, Bears!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Lagway. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Hey guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll take the deep shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Rush is on. Right side, it's Livingston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Lagway. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Out wide right, it's Walker.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll give it on the counter. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Turns it upfield. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. The give to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Here's Lagway to pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Back's got it on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Lagway fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Miller. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And the Bears come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fresh set of downs going up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. 2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Livingston. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Bears have this offense rolling. They'll run it. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Lagway wants to throw. Touchdown Bears! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
That one's not even close.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Wegman. The screen, he's got wheels. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Searching for space. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown Bears! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Houston wants to play fast. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it for a big play. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Going to the ground. Run ends there. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. The Bears decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Open space at the 25.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.